Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to the start of a brand new Stellaris Let's Play featuring the LEM update for Stellaris, which changes quite a few things. We've got a few things to talk about, but before we do, I want to give a shout out to Paradox Interactive for sponsoring this video, and I wanted to remind you guys that currently Stellaris is free to play on Steam. You can check a link down in the doobly-doo. If you've never played Stellaris, the base game is free right now, and in addition to that, a bunch of the DLC is on sale for like 50% off, so if you want to take a look at that, there's never been a better time. Let's play some video games. We are going to play The Empire that I made a long time ago as filler for the Galaxy. I've never played this Empire, but I've always been so unbelievably proud of the name Holy Romaine Empire. This is a Plantoid race, and the reason that I'm finally playing it is because the LEM update is the first update for Stellaris by the Custodian Group? I can't remember the code name of it, but it's the team at Stellaris that not only is going to be working on, future updates and things like that, but also retroactively going back and adding some love to some previous content, bringing more things up to date and just giving us more stuff. For example, if you were someone who picked up the Plantoid Species pack a long time ago, which added a bunch of new graphics and stuff like that, they've decided to go and enrich this pack by adding gameplay features over here. We now have new traits that are only available to Plantoids. The phototropic trait, as well as the paired up, radiotropic trait over here. I think it's more, you pronounce it like just P, right? Radiotropic. I don't think you really make a F sound for fic over here. I might be wrong about that. I don't know. Anyway, these two traits are very similar to one another. The photo version is very straightforward. Our population eats half as much food, but instead consumes some additional energy. I don't know if this is necessarily a strong trait. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I haven't actually worked that out in practice. Is it easier to make food versus energy? I'm not sure. The nice thing about actual food, though, about energy, it's a lot more fungible, right? We can sell anything on the market, minerals, alloys, whatever, and get energy directly rather than having to go and buy food as a secondary thing. So maybe it comes out better, maybe not, but thematically, it's very strong. Radiotropic is very similar, but this is the super-powered version of it. So it still has the 50% of base food upkeep is replaced with energy, but if you are in a tomb world, your pops have no energy upkeep whatsoever. You also get a giant boost to pop growth on tomb worlds and tomb world habitability. Radiotropic plus the... what's it called? Is it called post-apocalyptic? Yes, and the post-apocalyptic trait are beautiful together because obviously you're going to start on a tomb world and then your population will have a dramatically reduced upkeep. Now, I'm not running this, and the reason is there is a government pick that I wanted that will work better if we're not on tomb worlds to get started. But before we go any further, we've also got the budding trait over here, which is really interesting and unique to plants. Basically, this is going to increase our population growth rate. The way this works is just like how you have robot assembly, well, we're going to have organic pop assembly on our planet that gives us more population. The more people we have, the faster the population will grow. And this is in addition to the normal growth rate. So we are going to grow considerably faster. I have paired this with a trait that is kind of not really actually going to be a combo. In fact, it's going to be an anti-combo with high population. On the other hand, this is going to be a really, really great trait for us to remove whenever we get to genetic modification stuff. We can just rip out, and once we get 2 spare points for gene mod, we can rip out unruly, which is going to be great. Because early on, sprawl in the very early game, there's not very much of it, and then managing it a little bit more as you get bigger and bigger becomes more of a thing. So I don't think this will hurt us more in the early game. It will definitely become more of a thing in the mid to late, but hopefully we can just genetically remove that. Fingers crossed that works out. I decided to throw in Conservationist over here because it seemed like a bit of a theme, right? In my head, the story I was going to tell myself, especially if I went with the tomb world thing, right? It was like, this was basically Earth, and the humans nuked themselves, but in the radiation, we ended up with sentient lettuce. Anyway, we might still go with that, but maybe because we're not a tomb world, maybe instead of nuking ourselves, I don't know, we did something else. Well, I mean, it could have just recovered. This could be like way after the tomb world, and radiation has died off and plants have returned. I don't know. no, I guess we can still go with the story. Called my homeworld garden. Decided on a continental world over here. I feel like maybe, at least with the races I create, I think too often I go with continental world, but it was the only thing that made sense. Maybe a jungle world, I suppose. You know what? Maybe I will go ahead and do that. Homeworld, naming class. We'll go jungle, because I don't think I take that, or tropical, because I don't think I take that quite as often. And I think that might make us a little bit less competitive with some of the other races that I've made in the game. Now, let's go and... for Origin. For Origin... so clearly I'm not taking post-apocalyptic, which I had considered. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take on the Shoulders of Giants because I've never played with this background before. And a quick Reddit search has shown that people think it's actually quite cool. I guess what we're going to have is we're going to have an archaeological site in our home system. And I think there's like multiple different ways that this can go. So theoretically, this Origin even has like some extra replay value from variation. I don't know. I'm curious to see what it is, so I'm going to do that. I think it's probably... Yeah, it's definitely the one I'd be more comfortable with. You know, Life Seed would be cool, start on the Guy in World, but there's a specific reason I didn't take that. So yeah, we're going to go with on Shoulders of Giants, but while we're on the screen, hey, Clone Army! New background over here. This is available for humanoids in the LEM update. Your people get cloned. They have a dramatically shortened lifespan, but they grow super fast, and I think they have a bunch of combat bonuses. Clone Army Admirals have a 25% ship fire rate bonus and 10% reduced ship upkeep. If you want to play a military species, the Clone Army is fantastic. There's also been some changes to Necrophage. Down below in the description, I'll try to include a link to the patch notes as well, so you can see there's quite a lot of things that have changed up. Let's talk about our government over here. We are the Holy Romaine Empire. So, of course, we are imperial, we are militarist, spiritual, and authoritarian. I mean authoritarian because we're an empire with an emperor. Spiritualist because we're holy, and militarist because I don't know, because it seemed like it was going to be a good fit, so we're going to go ahead and take that. I have taken 2 brand new civics that are available in the LEM update. The first, I believe, is available to everything, well, assuming you're not a calamitous birth. But catalytic processing. This trait replaces the metallurgist job. So metallurgists are your pops that turn minerals into alloys. This changes the metallurgists into catalytic technicians, which instead of going minerals to alloys, transform food into alloys. We have a reduced food requirement in our species. We're going to do this. I don't know, like, it really is just replacing one resource for another. So again, not sure if this is actually something that's necessarily strong, especially without any extra combos. I mean, maybe if we took the trait where we like turbo farmers or something, then it makes even more sense. But I don't know, we'll have reduced food requirements, maybe, sure. And I kind of like the idea of like working with plants and things like that, especially maybe again if garden is the sort of earth reborn after a few million years as a tomb world. Maybe there's not that many metals, not many minerals in the earth, right, in terms of our story, so we had to come about our alloys in different ways, plus use alloys to build ships. I kind of like the idea that we're building ships out of more plant matter, so it all fits as a story. No idea if it's a strong pick for us, but it fits in a story. Then we also have Idyllic Bloom over here, and this ultimately is why I didn't go with the Tomb World start, because I want to play with this brand new trait. So Idyllic Bloom is something you have to be fungoid or plantoid to pick it. But it lets you build Gaia Seeders on your world, as long as those worlds are the ones that are ideal for your starting species. So we pick Tropical World, so they're going to have to be tropical worlds to do this. Note, if you do pick a Tomb World start, this still works, because when you pick a Tomb World, you still pick a base type of planet for your species, and while your homeworld will be a Tomb World, this Idyllic Bloom will still be based on, say, the Tropical World or whatever you pick it. So you can, but you can't use this on your actual homeworld, because it won't be tropical, it'll be a Tomb World. So, to me, the Tomb World start and Idyllic Bloom is kind of an anti-combo, just because it won't help you on your actual homeworld itself. So we're going to run that. We're going to try to turn our planets into Gaia things. Oh, which is the other reason I didn't take the Gaian World background. It's like, we're going to make our own Gaian World. So we got that. Other than that, I don't think there's much to talk about. Advisor voice is there. We are the Holy Romaine Empire, or HRE. Our flag looks like some plant, maybe more of a, like, I don't know, wheat or something like that, but that's going to be all right. I took the Plantoid ships. And our ruler, of course, is known as Kaiser, or Caesar, if you prefer. Caesar Saladin is going to be our first leader of the Holy Roman Empire. I'm brilliant. I'm hilarious. Let's move on. All right. Made a couple of changes to the galaxy setup that I want to play with over here. We are going to play with a large empire, or large galaxy, which is the same as last time. Last time we did 18 empires. This time I'm cranking up to 24. I think I went 18 last time because we were playing Doom World, and I wanted to make sure we had a little bit more room to expand and hopefully find another planet. So I've got that, but I'm going to run with more AI empires. No advanced AI, couple of fallen empires, couple of marauders, normal cost per tech, normal habitable worlds. But put a little footnote in here. Crisis strength is going to be the same, but what I've decided to do is pull the crisis years way forward. So normally the mid-game crisis can kick off at 2300 and the end game at 2400. So here I brought the mid-game forward 50 years and the end game forward 75 years. And I also brought the victory year from 2500 to 2375 over here. So this is going to be quite challenging because the galaxy as a whole is going to have a lot less time for it to develop its tech, to expand, to develop its infrastructure before the crises start. So we might get completely destroyed in the end of the game. Okay, difficulty. So I was considering actually dropping this down because we're playing with scaling difficulty, which means the difficulty of the AI will scale up and get more bonuses until the end game start year. So until 2325. This means we're now going to hit the maximum difficulty in the AI empires 75 years earlier than normal. So this is going to make the game a lot harder for us. And this is going to make the game a lot harder for everyone, like the galaxy as a whole. So it's very possible we're just going to get obliterated and die sometime before the end. But hey, that can be fun too. AI aggressive just normal, empire placement random, no advanced neighbors. I'm leaving the hyperlane density and everything normal over here. Although I'm tempted to put in more gateways because you know I love gateways. One of the differences between how I've played last few Let's Plays is a lot of times I've been putting the habitable worlds, guaranteed habitable worlds, to 0. Here I'm going to go ahead and put it to 2. And the reason is we do have a full galaxy with 24 people, so it might be a little harder to find things. And because of the endgame crisis and everything like that, I want more of the galactic species to have more habitable worlds so that we have a better base. I could have increased the multiplier, but I decided to just do the guaranteed habitable world, especially since it's going to be a little crowded. I like to turn the Carabineers off because I don't care for all the pop-ups and spam that the Carabineers do. Turning off xenocompatibility just as a game optimization speed boost kind of thing. And I believe these values are the default here. So we're going to go ahead and play and see what kind of galaxy we've got. I'm also very eager to find out about this whole, what is it called? On the Shoulders of Giants, right? And that's the other thing too with the archaeological site. I mean, the flavor of the site might be whatever. I have no idea. Maybe it's going to be garlic and anchovy flavor. I'm not sure. But maybe it'll fit into our story that this is sort of Earth Reborn or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we are going to go and check out our location. Okay, we're on the right side of the galaxy, the eastern side of the galaxy, if such a term makes any sense here, which it doesn't, but let's pretend. We are not right on the edge or on the inside over here, which is both good and bad. It's good for exploration in that we are not as bottlenecked, although that's quite interesting. Look at that. The only way out of our local cluster is over here. Huh. So we are, in fact, a little bit bottlenecked, as if we were on the edge of the map. The positive of being bottlenecked is it's stronger defensively, right? You're going to have fewer neighbors and fewer angles from where they can come in with. So it hurts your exploration, but helps in other ways. Is this a tropical world? It is. So that's one of our 2 guaranteed habitable worlds. I think they're both guaranteed to be within 2 hops of our base here. I think if there were planets here, they would show up just like this one. So presumably there's no habitable worlds over here, but we can go and check out in this direction. We have ourselves a science ship, HRE Hornithorynchus. I don't know. It's all Greek to me. What are you? You're carefree, so you research anomalies faster. That's not bad. Maybe I will go and get you to survey this system first, because we might do a very, very, very early expansion over here. I'm going to do the standard thing with our construction ship. I'm going to manually tell you to go and improve this with the minerals, because it'll cost us minerals to build these star bases, so we want more mineral production as early as possible. We start with 100, which is exactly what we need to build that, so that is done. Let's take a look at our planet over here. I mean, size 21, that's actually pretty good. I don't remember how the size of the planet math works, because it did get changed, I think, with 3.0, so I'm not entirely certain. what the range is, but I think 21's a pretty high roll for us, which is very nice. No special features or anything on our homeworld. Our governor boosts slave pop output. Hang on, if we're authoritarian, do we actually start with slavery? It is allowed. Is there... We have full citizenship. Yeah, so that's blocked out. So we don't have any slaves right now. So that is actually kind of a crummy trait for our emperor. We might enslave some gardener species or something like that. We'll see. We have a big excess of food here because I think the amount of farms you start with is fixed, but we of course only use half as much. We won't have as much energy. Developing more generators early on might be very enticing. Of course, our capital world is never going to be specialized, so we can just use this as a mishmash of whatever we want. No reason to queue anything up over here. We couldn't even afford it if we wanted to. Let's take a look at our initial research. I think we are going to require more energy than the average species, so taking global energy management early on so we can get energy grids will be very enticing. However, I think we are in fact going to take administrative AI. Could even consider quantum theory, but I think we'll grab the administrative AI. I mean, I guess this is boosting our overall research by sort of 15%, whereas this is 20%. So I guess quantum theory is actually faster than administrative AI right now, or like more of a benefit. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, we'll take the research speed boost. The other thing that would have been really nice here is the thing that gives us +2 unity. And over here, well, I guess we've got the triple on research boost. Geothermal fracking won't help us very much right now because I don't think we have any actual farmers. Yeah, we have, or sorry, miners. We don't even have mining district or anything like that. That is that. We have enough alloys to start a science ship, but we won't have the money yet. And there we go. We get an archaeological dig site in our homeworld. Now, maybe it's so good and important that we should start sciencing that right away. I think what we're going to do is a little bit of exploration first with our science ships. I want to see what the universe or the galaxy looks like. I mean, I guess the galaxy is part of the universe, so it still kind of works. But not really. Let's try to be a little bit more accurate about things. I like how people are excited about finding the remnants. Oh yes, we have to choose our first contact protocol. I'm going to go with like proactive, very open first contact. We are not xenophobes or anything like that, but so we'll take this. It will help us just get to know people faster. Maybe we would amount to be closed off, but I don't know. I like to be friendly. The Habitable World Survey, I think, is worth running. It gives you a chunk of science at the end. I don't remember if it gives you a bunch of influence. If this gave us more influence, like 50, I think I'd be very tempted to take that more often at the start, because we tend to be so influence limited in our expansion. But if nothing else, I just like thematically finding the habitable worlds. Like, it sounds like the thing I want to do.
Found.
That is a pretty difficult anomaly, even with our 35% speed boost. So we are going to definitely be leaving that for now. Thank you very much. Construction ship is done over here. What we're going to do is nothing because we don't have any minerals. All right. What we'll do after that, though, is we will get the energy boost. And maybe I'll start building the science ship now. I think it will get completed before... Yeah, it will definitely get completed before we have the energy. For a leader, unless I get a half-price one, which I guess is conceivable. But we're hoping for dudes with good traits. Oh, speaking of... What do we have here? Ooh, we have a Spark of Genius. Very nice. And experience gain. That's not bad. In fact, you'll probably make a fairly good science ship pilot. So I'm going to move you over here. And then when you get there, we'll run that. And yeah, we do have that tropical world over there. Construction ship is... Oh! We're going to build a mining station, please, for the energy. And the science ship.
System
A couple
charted.
more months. Okay, you are going to come over here. And we're just waiting for 200. Well, I actually should check in case I want to buy the 100. Well, oh. Okay. These two are very, very, very critical to buy. We want to buy this one and put them in the lab as quickly as possible. Although the anomaly discovery chance thing is very, very nice. Okay, there's the points. So we're going to get the anomaly discovery chance first on the science ship. Because, yeah, finding more anomalies is very good. And I'm so excited for this. This is another ginormous change in the LEM update. What happened to our traditions over here? Well, traditions are now selectable. Instead of having 7 preset traditions, and sometimes they tweak slightly based on your civics, instead, you have a list of traditions to choose from. So here, with our particular, species and government setup and things like that, we have these 11 to choose from. Including new ones like Unyielding, for example, and I like the little new icons and everything. That's very cool. I think, despite the fact that there's some new stuff, I'm going to start with the very standard decision of, do we start with Discovery or Expansion first? Both are very strong. I think here I am going to take Expansion, because we know there's going to be some colonies. We've got at least 2 habitable worlds that we can do. We know we can colonize fairly quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Expansion as my first tradition over here. So again, boosted colony development speed. We're going to be pretty eager to grab colonization fever fairly early on, and then probably reach for the stars after that. So we don't have much in the way of money or minerals. We don't have anything to queue up over here. There's our other tropical world. It's only size 13. Well, we don't know. This could be an actual random tropical world that was here by luck. But most likely it's the other guaranteed one. I'm going to go ahead and build that other research station over here, because that actually will be a fairly substantial boost to our research. From 18 to 20 in the physics research department is a pretty significant boost at this stage in the game. So we'll do that. Plus, it would be kind of nice if we could get the discount to grabbing the system before we actually go and do that. Let's see, I'll move you over here. We're definitely going to grab this one early. And yeah, we're waiting for 200 energy credits, ideally, so we can get the maniacal? Yeah, maniacal scientist.
Star system.
Yeah, because we have the Spark of Genius. We want to hire a maniacal. How much do we need for this? 6 months away to grabbing that system. No, we'll grab it now. It's going to be worthwhile. The sooner we grab that, I think, the better. Move over there. What is this? Oracle's Grave Nebula. Does that just sound like a place that, like, Doctor Who would visit? Seems like it. And the Oracle, of course, would know that they were destined to die there all along. Oh, it would be one of those sort of sad episodes. Which Doctor Who does so well. Oh, a new archaeological dig site over here. Now, I think our thing is just for our home system, so I think it's just very lucky that we happen to get this one. I'm not sure. But I think so. How's our situation? Okay. We have gotten another pop. Oh, yeah, we can take a look. Look at this. Assembling. We're assembling these pops.
Anomaly found.
So we definitely grow a lot faster over here on our planet, because we grow normally. Oh, no migration. But yeah, we grow normally, and then we also assemble some new ones from budding. I'll research that now. A lot of times I delay the research of the anomalies. I mean, certainly I will for anything that's, like, too expensive, because it's too high level.
Construction complete.
Before the pop. A lot of times I delay it because I'm so eager for more expansion or exploration, but I think we'll go ahead and do that one, because I don't actually think we're gonna be able to expand or explore that far that quickly. How much do we need for this? Can we colonize now? We can. Okay, pause. Ah, the Cybrex!
Situation log updated.
So I can't start this. I mean, it would be nice to get the +1 pop before we do, I guess. Also, it might hurt our economy a little bit to get this going. Or would it? Well, it's probably worth doing. Well, let's go ahead and do it now. We're going to call this the salad bar. There we go. Construction ship doing that. We've got enough, we could build another construction ship. Or another science ship. Although, yeah, I think what we should do is we should get another science ship, so that what we can do is we can hire the Monaco one, put them... Ooh, custom AI assistant. That's very nice, right?
Construction complete.
Survey speed, anomaly... I mean, it's just better for everyone, but... I think at this stage especially, I really like it on our science ships. I guess there's no reason not to do this. And it is nice to have the influence saving. I could have waited again to take Pesh, but I don't know. Then we get a little bit more science, a little faster this way. At the cost of a little extra influence. Would you have waited for the 6 months? I think I'm okay with it. And then, yeah, we'll have enough unity here that the +1 pop will be in place by the time the colony turns into an actual colony. Build mining stations there, thank you. Just need a few more months. We'll have 200 energy credits for the maniacal dude. What is the desert world? Okay. Well, I think what we'll probably be planning here is we'll probably look to terraform planets to tropical so that we can use our idyllic, idyllic bloom to then turn them into Gaian worlds. Now, normally for Gaian worlds, there is... Do you take an Ascension perk that then unlocks a technology? So Mastery of Nature is just... Yeah, it's just clearing the blockers and then getting extra districts. But that might be a prereq for... World Shaper? Yeah, so World Shaper is normally something we'd have to pick as an Ascension perk to make things in the Gaian planets. We don't have to do that because we already have it. Oh, it doesn't have the prereq of the other thing. Of the World Shaper. We just need the climate restoration technology. And some other Ascension perks somewhere along the way. But yeah, so I think that's going to be a plan. The other plan here, of course, is to take the +1 population on our colonies. Construction ship is idle over here. Actually don't know what we're looking to grab next. Well, we're going to take the Nunkey system no matter what. It's got energy to pay. Or, you know what? This place over here is going to give us more minerals and pay for itself with energy. So we'll do that instead. And, okay, I have enough. So, actually, I should have started the science ship already. Doesn't take very long, though, so that's going to be alright. So that's kind of a crap system here. Which is too bad, because we're probably quite interested in expanding out in this direction. To, you know, try to gain access to maybe another cluster of stars over here, and then bottleneck past it, but we'll see. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to recruit the maniacal one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Not you. This one over here, with the faster experience gain. I'm going to put you in charge of the science ship, because we quite like you to level up so that we can run more anomalies, and then put maniacal over there. I could go and backfill these planets. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that now. So it'll be annoying if we don't do that. So we'll do those two, and then see what else goes out. I mean, part of me wants to go out further faster, but if there's a really good system right next to us, it'll be a shame if we don't get to exploit it. So we'll move to those two, and then see what we can do. You're just hooking this up. Great. We got some more level ups. Lovely.
Construction complete.
I don't know what my first Ascension perk will be. There's a really good chance I'll take the one that gives us +2 max level over our leaders. I really think higher level leaders are very strong. I might be wrong, you know, there might be some math breakdown that says, you know, this or that or something would be more impressive. But I think, like, having 2 extra leaders on the scientists, you know, because you can get, okay, you can get the... You research things 10% faster, and see rare technologies more often, which is very cool, don't get me wrong. But we can get the thing that researches things 10% faster. But if we have higher level scientists, they research things faster, and then we also get to take advantage of higher level governors and things too, and admirals and generals and all that. I mean, there's nothing that says you can't grab both, but I'll leave it for now. Although, which one is this? This is the Edorf Vang. Okay, I might not leave it for now, because we're definitely going to go and claim the system very quickly, because it's on the way out of our local cluster. So it would be nice to know everything that we can exploit there. I might have to... This guy here, I'm going to do this because it might take a little while for the surveying to finish. We'll throw some extra help in. Do I want a second... I guess I do want a second construction ship now. I mean, we always want one at some point. Oh, and should I go and colonize the second planet? I think I should. This can be the... what is this going to be? What kind of salad-related puns can I make? I could just go with different types of salad as well, right? This is going to be the... This is Planet Cobb. I think Cobb salad is a thing. I don't know if it uses romaine lettuce or not, but it's going to be Planet Cobb.
Star system charted.
Star system charted. And you are going to go...
Construction complete.
Well, I guess you're going to have to... Well, okay, this is actually a pretty decent system to get us kickstarted. Okay, whoa. You're going to do that. Let's construction ship over here. I guess you're going to grab that system. It'll at least pay for itself. It's not terribly sexy, but it'll at least pay for itself. Fungal emitters. This doesn't sound familiar. Below, okay, this is Edervang over here, which we're anomalying. Below the surface lives a most peculiar organism. Scans and samples show that some sort of mycelium littered with spores. Oh, it's a giant mushroom under the surface. Identify the signal location. We get a fungal trail. Bring them back for money. Don't. Oh, I really want 40 influence. I really want 40 influence, but more than that, I want to see what this event does. We could really use this for some rapid expansion, though. Damn it. My curiosity is taking the better of me. So, fungal trail. Okay, we just have to do a thing with the science ship. And, ooh, X-planet on... Where is this? Oh, up over here. For a bunch of extra alloy production. Well, that's not bad. And we should have no problem claiming that. Well, we're definitely going to leave that one for now. That's a little bit intense for us.
Technology secured.
Oh, we need to build a building on garden, which I think 300 will be enough for. I do like the idea. I think we might go strike crafts again because they're quite fun, but it's too early to do that right now. I'll probably just grab this for the mining station output because we'll get a little bit more stuff a little bit sooner. And then in terms of building things, honestly, I think we might have to build a generator district pretty quickly. So yeah, we need 300 minerals for that, which we'll have next month. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, either that or more minerals just for more production, but no, I'll go generator district because it's food for us. And, I mean, we need it to, you know, do various things. Oh, I meant to show off the Gaian Cedars building over here, which needs 1,500 energy to build. Build one per planet, gives us a pop growth speed boost, quite a bit of upkeep over here. But yeah, it goes through four upgrade phases, and then I'm wondering if after it's done, we can disassemble it or something. No idea. Have no idea where it goes. I haven't gone and spoiled myself on anything. I don't even know if the information on this is available currently as I'm recording it. I did mean to disclaimer this to say I am running on a pre-release version. It should probably be the same as what you guys get on release day, but currently that's not what I've got. We do have to wrap up this episode, but before I do, I want to push a button. And I think we're going to go with a population growth bonus, which we already have good population growth, and we do have extra sprawl from our population, so it's going to be an issue, but we'll try to manage it as well as we can. For now, we're going to go and put a cut in here. As a reminder, this video, the first two videos of this Let's Play are sponsored by Paradox, so thank you very much to them for doing that. And as a reminder, if you check the links down in the doobly-doo, Stellaris is currently free to play, and there's a giant sale going on with a bunch of DLC, so go and check that out. And I'll see you guys next time. Excuse me. Bye-bye.